Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my videos. Now that the Subi is painted, as you guys can see, it's all one color, it's all put back together, but every single time that I go to turn it on, it won't start unless I have another vehicle there to help me jumpstart it, and I don't want to do that every single time I need to turn the car on. It's a hustle. Today we're gonna attempt to find the issue with this car. Now I think it's the battery. I had issues with this battery for the longest, but I might be wrong. Got my Harbor Freight multimeter and my Farm and Fleet Klein multimeter, so we're gonna test the battery and see if the battery is good. And I know how this is gonna sound. Cris has a very good detailed video on how to diagnose and replace a car battery. Now I am no pro, so there's some definitely helpful and useful tips on there that I'm gonna be using on this video to try and find out if we actually have a bad battery. Now, the reason why I think it's the battery is one of the things I just learned is that batteries don't like to be left on charge, and especially in the cold. And this car, since I've been painting it, I haven't really moved it or turned it on much, so the battery is most definitely drained. Now, I have charged it with a battery charger that I got here, but when it's full of charge and I go to put it on the car and then crank it, it just completely dies, and that's why I think it's the battery. And whenever I do give it a jump start, it runs perfectly fine. There's no weird noises, anything out of the ordinary. The only thing is that the minute I turn it off and I go to turn the switch back on, the light just dims down and it won't crank anymore. So again, I hate that. Now that the car is here, that is the only thing that's stopping us from actually being able to drive it, because I don't want to be in the middle of a Walmart parking lot waiting for somebody to come so I can jumpstart my Subi. So we have a side skirt here because I want to go ahead and drive this car to AutoZone to pick the clips to actually put this on. So let's get this car running. Alright, I let the battery charge overnight and it's reading at 12.4 volts. So I'm gonna try and crank it and see if that changes anything. Right now, let me show you guys what I mean by it won't crank. So ignition's on, clutch is in, nothing. One more time, nothing. Do I know what's going on? Heck no. Do I think a new battery is gonna fix it? Yes, but I don't see why this wouldn't work either. So, but I'm just trying to see why this battery isn't working if it's holding charge. So, quick update. I went ahead and started from the bottom, and that's something that I probably should have done first before I even consider buying a new battery. But right now what I did is I went ahead and took the battery out. I went ahead and tested it. This thing is charged. So I went ahead and cleaned out the two terminals. You can tell because they're really shiny. But I used a metal wire brush to just scrape all of the gunk off there. And I also went ahead and did the exact same with the wiring over here. So I'm gonna slap the battery back on there, try and see if that does anything. So let's put the battery back and try and see if it turns on. Battery is in. Again, the battery is holding voltage, so I don't know why the car won't crank. Maybe it was very dirty, but let's see if it turns on now that we went ahead and cleaned it and double tightened everything. Okay, I like this. No way. No way. It started right up. Let's go. Alright, I guess we don't need a battery. Right now, since I already have the car on, I'm just gonna drive it to the Advanced Auto Parts around the corner. I gotta get some clips for this side skirt, so hopefully we don't need somebody to come and give us a jump start. So time to put it to the test. All right, I just made it to AutoZone. I'm gonna turn the car off right now. I should have probably done this at home, but I don't know if she's gonna turn back on. I'm confident she's gonna turn back on, but there's only one way to find out. So I'm gonna go inside, pick some clips up for my side skirt, and then once I come back, I'll give you guys an update. Let me show you guys how the car looks. Man, this thing looks good. It does need its lower lip, which it's gonna get, and it does also need the rear bumper, but it's also gonna get that. And I don't know, I'm just very happy to have this car back. So let's go inside and get some clips. Time for the moment of truth. Is she gonna turn on? Okay, dash works. Let's go ahead, put the clutch in, give her some gas. Ooh, baby. As you guys can see, she's turned on with no issues. I can't believe I was gonna go buy a battery. All right, now, since my terminals were very corroded, I also want to buy this grease that goes on top of them. They didn't have any at AutoZone, but I'm pretty sure they got some at Advanced Auto Parts, so I'm gonna stop there and check it out. That way we can see if she turns on again. I got the clips right here. Now some of these are not gonna be OEM, but they're gonna do the job just fine. But I needed a total of 6, and then some retainers. But I'm gonna go ahead, drive to Advanced Auto Parts, pick that grease up, and then I'll see you guys at home. Hopefully they have it there. But one of my boys told me to pick them up, so before I go to Advanced Auto Parts, I decided to pick him up. I'm right outside his house, so he's about to see the Subi for the first time, and I kind of want to get his reaction. By the way, this dude, his name's Alan. I used to take him to school in this car, so the fact that he's about to get in it now that it's done is dope. So where you at, Alan? Should I rev it to show him that I'm here? Psych, damn, I just saw him. Ahora, güey.
Oh, you got the weather tech tour.
A huevo, ¿qué piensas? What's up, bro? What you think? ¿Cómo se ve?
Damn, bro. It looks brand new.
It does, right?
Damn.
Pero está sucio, güey, de aquí, because I've been having it in my room, so I gotta clean it. Like, add some, like, nice coating to, like, some cremita, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Vans Auto, vamos or what?
Vamos.
I bet. Nothing crazy though, right? You like it, Alan?
Yeah, I love it.
I bet. Alright, we are now back home. I went ahead and dropped Alan off, and now that we have the clips, I can go ahead and finally put our side skirt on. Now, I do have the original clips. They're very old, they're very flimsy, and I don't trust them to hold the side skirt. So these right here are the original clips. Some of them are still good. I have 3 new ones right here, and I'm gonna get 3 more from there. This is the side skirt right here. And it's gonna go on right here. As you guys can see, it's missing an entire piece right here. So, but if you come over here and look at the right side, you'll be able to see how there's that side skirt right here. So this is the right side and this is the left side. Let's get this bad boy on. Now, because I was driving it around right now in the snow, there's quite a bit of salt and ice under where the side skirt's gonna sit. So I want to clean this off. I don't want that to stay behind that forever, because if we put that side skirt on, there's no way we're gonna be able to clean that off with just a regular car wash. So I'm gonna use my water and alcohol mixture to just go ahead and wipe it down. I am going to use a microfiber towel because salt has like little grit in it, so I want to trap that and not just move it around, scratch our paint. So yeah, let's get all of this salt and ice out of there. Best investment, Chemical Guys Mr. Sprayer. Alright, the side skirt is now on. As you guys can see, it's looking nice and pretty. Now that we have the side skirt on, the next thing I do want to do is I want to go ahead and add this Die Hard grease. And I saw Chris Fix use this in his video, and I thought, man, that is an awesome idea. Especially now that I'm having the issue that he says is most common with car batteries, and that is going to be terminal corrosion. So my car for some reason has corrosion going on somewhere in the battery terminals, so that's the reason why she didn't want to start. So what I'm gonna do right now is clean the terminals even more. I gave them a good clean, but I don't want this car to leave me stranded in the middle of nowhere, so I want to give it a good clean. Once I give it a good clean, that's when I'm gonna put this grease and then these terminal covers that show you what is positive and what is negative. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that next. I have this metal wire drill brush, and I'm gonna use this to sand away the outside of the terminals. I can still see some gunk build up, so I want to remove it all using this. Alright, I went ahead and gave those a nice clean. Let me show you guys how it looks. Now, as you guys can see, there is a lot of metal showing now, so it's gonna have a good connection. Same with the negative terminal post. The only thing next to do is to put this on. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our included grease, and we're just gonna go ahead and coat it. A little can go a long way. That's all I got to say. Let's make sure we get that everywhere, nice and covered. And then vice versa, we're gonna do the same with the negative. Now that the grease is on there, we're gonna put these included terminal covers. Red goes in positive, black goes in negative, and now we can connect our batteries. I'm also gonna go ahead and add a little grease right here, but once we connect these, let's see if she turns back on. Alright, we got the terminal covers on right there, as you guys can see. Right now, all I gotta do is turn the car on and then hope that this car turns on. If it does, that means we can go ahead and cross off that this battery is good. The only thing is that this battery tie down is very old and rusty. Now, future long-term goal, I would like to have a titanium battery tie down, like the one that has the blue, the yellow colors, kind of like the Tomei tip. But short-term goal, when we get the rear bumper, I'm gonna go ahead and just set aside a couple things that I'm gonna paint match to the car. That way when we go to paint, I don't gotta worry about painting all this stuff different days, because this thing just looks nasty, old, and janky, so it needs a little restoration. So looking forward to that. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead, turn the car on, and see if it turns on. So wish me luck. Usually if the gauges light on confidently, then that means that we have no issue, but here we go. Alright, I went ahead and turned off the Subi. As you guys saw, it turned on without any hesitation, so I am confident to say that we have a good working battery. I'm very happy we didn't have to go out and buy a new one. Now we can use those funds to order our rear bumper. With that being said, that is going to be it for today's video. Your boy has to go to work and he still wants to clean up the garage. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a mess. Next time you guys see me, I don't know if I'm going to be working on the Subi or not, but until then, peace out, my friends.